Good morning, my dear students. We had started with the lesson electric resistance and Ohm's law. This is the second video of the lesson. In this video, we shall be discussing about mobility of electrons. Then the second topic will be relation between drift velocity of free electrons and electric current. That is a very important relation. I is equal to NEA VD. This is often asked in the examination. Similarly, the relationship between current density and drift velocity. And the last thing that we will be discussing in this video will be electric resistance and conductance. So we shall discuss all these points in this video. So we start with the next topic, that is mobility of electrons. So what do you understand by mobility of electrons? In a solid state physics, the electron mobility characterizes how quickly the electron moves through a metallic conductor when electric field is applied. Okay, how quickly the electron moves through a metallic conductor when electric field is applied or when it is being pulled by an electric field. We know that the drift velocity of the electron is given by the formula Vd is equal to a tau. Drift velocity is given by the formula Vd is equal to a tau. Vd is drift velocity, a is acceleration, tau is the relaxation time. Now a, the acceleration acting on the free electron, is given by the formula F upon n, E into electric field, charge into electric field upon mass. We substitute this value. Vd is equal to a tau में a acceleration की वैल्यू रख दी. कितनी वैल्यू आई? E upon m into tau. Now we write it E into tau upon m. Okay. So Vd is equal to a tau में acceleration की वैल्यू पुट कर दी E upon m into tau, which is equal to E tau upon m. Now here E, tau and m, this value is a constant. E tau upon m is a constant. If now relaxation tau constant में भी यहाँ पर एक कंडीशन क्या है? अगर टेम्परेचर कांस्टेंट है तो रिलैक्सेशन टाइम भी कांस्टेंट होगा. So E tau upon m is a constant which is equal to mu E. Now mu E is another constant that is placed in place of E tau upon m, and that is known as mobility of electrons. So mu E represents mobility of electron. So we get a relationship between the drift velocity and mobility of electron. Drift velocity is equal to mobility of electrons into electric field, or mobility of electron is equal to drift velocity upon electric field. Is it clear? So mobility of electron is equal to drift velocity upon electric field. So from this equation number 1, it is clear that under the influence of the electric field, an electron drifts with a steady velocity. Electron drifts with a steady velocity when electric field is applied. When electric field is applied. And magnitude of the drift velocity depends upon the magnitude of electric field that is applied. Okay, so Vd is equal to mu E. So drift velocity depends upon the magnitude of the magnitude of the applied electric field. Vd is equal to mu E. This is the relation between the drift velocity and mobility of free electrons. Then there is another relation. Vd is equal to J upon Ne. What is J here? J is current density. J is current density. So we can get another relation of mu E. So इसमें mu E, Vd की जगह हम क्या रख देंगे? Mu E is equal to J upon N E. And is number of electrons, E is charge, and E is the electric field. Mobility of free electrons. Unit is meter square per volt per second. So mobility of इसकी unit क्या है? ऐसा unit of mu E is meter square per volt per second. Okay. The next topic is relation between drift velocity of free electron and electric current. So we are going to find out the relationship between I and VD. I and VD, a very important topic. This is important topic. Okay. So the strength of the electric current depends upon the number of free electrons that are passing or flowing through the wire. Number of free electrons that are flowing through the wire per second through a cross-sectional area of the conductor. Okay. So it depends upon the magnitude of charge that is flowing through the wire per unit area. We take a metallic wire connected to a source of EMF, a battery. It applies an electric field. Okay. So the metallic wire, in the metallic wire there are free electrons that start to move. There are free electrons that start to move in the direction opposite to the direction of the electric field. If the charge carried by the free electron passing through the section of wire in t second bq, let q be the charge that is flowing per second, then the current or the magnitude of the current flowing through the wire is given by the formula I equal to q upon t. So that is the formula for the current that is flowing through the wire across which an electric field E is being applied. Let us take the area of cross section of the wire equal to A, number of free electrons flowing per unit volume of the wire be N. A is the area of cross section, N is the number of free electrons that are passing per unit volume, and number of electrons passing through the area of cross section of wire will be N into A into VD. Okay. Hence, in t second, the number of free electrons that will flow through the wire, area of cross section wire, it will be equal to NAVD into T. The charge on an electron is E. Therefore, the net charge that will be flowing through the wire will be equal to NAVD T into E. So I is equal to QT, I is equal to Q upon T. We substitute the value, we get I is equal to NEAVD. So just see here. We have a wire. This is a wire. And the small circles, these are electrons. They are drifting with the velocity VD. Electric field is in this direction. It means here it is positive charge, this is negative charge, and the electrons are moving towards the positive charge. Now the total charge flowing through the wire is Q. So I is given by the formula Q upon T. The area of cross section of this wire is A. N is the number of free electrons. N is the number of free electrons that are passing through it. That is N number of electrons per unit volume. Okay. So the number of electrons passing per second through the cross section of wire will be N A V E. Okay. Number of electrons passing per second through a cross section of wire will be given by NAVD. And if they are moving in t time, then the charge that the electrons that will be flowing NAVD that are flowing has the charge equivalent to a charge of an electron. So total charge Q will be equal to NaVd into E. E is the charge. So Q is equal to the total charge flowing through the wire per second is NaVd. The charge that is flowing in T time is equal to NaVd into T. The charge is equivalent to the charge on an electron, so we multiply by the electronic charge E. So total charge that is flowing through the metallic wire is given by the formula NaVd into T into E. Now I is equal to Q upon T. I is equal to Q upon T. We substitute NaVd into T into E upon T. So T से D cancel. I is equal to NeAVt. Important formula. This is an important formula. This is also a relationship between the current and the drift velocity. So I is equal to NeAVd. Okay. Then the next one is current density. Current density is the ratio of the current to the area of cross section at that point. So current density, as we had discussed earlier, J is equal to I upon A. It is a ratio of the current flowing through the conductor at a point to the area of cross section at that point. So J is equal to I upon A. Its SI unit is ampere per meter square. We substitute the value of current here. J is equal to NeAVd upon A. So A cancels out. Current density is equal to Ne into Vd. N is the number of electrons, E is the charge, Vd is the drift velocity. So this is the relationship between the current density and the drift velocity. Now here, J is a vector quantity, drift velocity is another vector quantity. So J is equal to NeVd. It can be written as J equal to minus NeVd in vector form. Okay, the minus sign here, this minus sign indicates that the electrons move in a direction opposite to the direction of current density. The negative sign here indicates that the electrons are drifting in a direction opposite to the direction of current density, and direction of current density is in the direction of the current. So we all know this, that the electrons are always moving in the direction opposite to the direction of the current. Next we start with electric resistance. We know that when a potential difference is applied across the ends of the conductor, the electric current starts to flow through the conductor. The ratio of the potential difference to the current is called the electric resistance. R equal to V upon I, where R is the resistance of the conductor, V is the potential difference applied across the end of the conductor, and I is the current. So what is electric resistance? Electric resistance is the ratio of the potential difference applied across the end of the conductor to the current flowing through the conductor. So R is equal to V upon I. Okay, this is written here, R equal to V upon I. Okay, R is resistance, V is potential difference, I is current. The SI unit for resistance is Ohm. R की SI unit क्या है? Ohm. Okay, 1 ohm equal to 1 volt upon 1 meter equal to 1 volt per meter. If there is a potential difference of 1 volt, not 1 meter, 1 volt on 1 ampere. So So the 1 ohm equal to 1 volt upon 1 ampere, volt per ampere. Okay, if potential difference of 1 volt is applied across the end of the conductor and 1 ampere current flows through the conductor, then the resistance of that conductor is 1 ohm. Then bigger units, mega ohm, mega means 10 raised to power 6 ohms, micro ohms, smaller unit 10 raised to minus 6 ohm. Then resistance is the fundamental units and dimensions of resistance. So ohm is equal to volt upon ampere. We have volt upon ampere here. Now what is volt can be written as? Volt can be written as joule per coulomb. So this is written as joule per coulomb. Joule per coulomb and नीचे क्या है? Ampere. Okay. Joule is Newton into meter. Joule is Newton into meter. And coulomb is ampere second. So here we can write joule Newton into meter upon ampere into second upon ampere. Okay, this is ampere. Then the unit will be Newton meter ampere square into second. Okay. So in terms of fundamental units, the ohm can be written as Newton into meter upon ampere square into second. We can find out the dimension from this. डायमेंशन क्या आएगी? न्यूटन की क्या है? न्यूटन की डायमेंशन ml t माइनस 2, मीटर की l, एम्पियर की एम्पियर इज a स्क्वायर एंड दिस इज टाइम t. तो ओम की क्या हो गई? n minus 1 l minus 2 m minus ml square t minus 3 a raised to power minus 1. This is the dimension for ohm. So dimension for ohm is, dimension for resistance is ml square t minus 3 a minus 2. Okay. Then we have electric conductance. The reciprocal of resistance is known as conductance. The reciprocal of resistance is known as conductance. That is 1 upon R is equal to conductance. That is represented by the letter G. So conductance की यूनिट क्या हो जाएगी? ओम इनवर्स और सीमेन. So conductance unit is ohm inverse. Here we will write conductance. So conductance is equal to 1 upon resistance. Unit SI unit is ohm inverse or Siemens. That is Siemens. SIEMEN. So this is for ohm inverse or this is for conductor. Conductance is the reciprocal of resistance. SI unit is ohm, Siemens, and dimensions. If we write the dimensions here, it will be m minus 1, l minus 2, t raised to power 3, a raised to power 1. This is the dimension for conductance.